Hey guys, how's it going? Eminem Gaming here, and today we're back with another video. As you can see by the title, I'm going to give you my review of putting loads and loads of hours into the Uncharted 4 beta. I'm going to tell you what I like, what I dislike, and yeah, what I think of the beta in general. Um, if you want to check out my previous videos about No Man's Sky, um, yeah, my excitement for that game and all that good stuff. But yeah, let's get into this video. And the first thing I want to just say, this is really, I think, one of the few complaints I had about the beta, and it didn't last long. But I think I'd say around about the first hour of the beta. So it was about, so it started at 5 p.m. in the UK. And I just couldn't get on. I got into around about 2 matches. But it didn't. It kicked me out of the first one. The second one, it went all the way through, and then at the end, I just couldn't find another match. It said I couldn't log into the servers and all that sort of stuff. So I was actually quite worried. Was the beta going to struggle from this all weekend? Now, as of 7:30 in the UK on a Saturday, yeah, no problems like that I've witnessed anyway. Um, I literally play for every time I've gone on hours and hours and hours, and just literally no downtime. So that's crazy to me to think. Um, yeah, it's so reliable, especially being okay. PlayStation Network. Let's be honest here, guys. I'm a big PlayStation fan, but PlayStation Network isn't the strongest of networks. Um, and even with that being said, every single person with a PlayStation 4 gets a chance of playing this. You don't need PlayStation Plus. You don't need. I don't know. You really don't need anything else. Just but a PlayStation 4 to play Uncharted 4. So that's really gonna, potentially 40 million or so people could be playing at one time or another. So for that to, stay, you know, good and work, you got to take your hats off to Naughty Dog. And you take an hour at 5 o'clock, then 3 or 4 hours throughout the whole weekend. So, but that was the only real problem I had. The second, well, it's sort of a gripe of mine. Sometimes the varieties of maps. I'd be stuck on the rooftop map sometimes, like 3, 4 times in a row. I'd like it if they swap the map every match. So I'm on the rooftops this one, and then I'm in the jungle, then I'm, in Madagascar the next. I'd like that. Now, will they swap that for the main game? Who knows? But all I can say is from the beta or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it did have that. It wasn't a problem because it got into the matches very quick. I just liked a little bit more variety. I'm guessing with a bigger array of maps to choose from when the full games comes out, probably different game modes. I mean, we've only really got Team Deathmatch at the moment. So yeah, you can have plenty to do, but that's just one thing. Um, and now we're going to really get into the good things. I don't think I put another bad thing on my list. The whole thing, and really these are very nitpicky things, but really I try and review things as fair as possible. I try and look at as many bad things as possible, but obviously I only do reviews of games I like, so you know what I'm saying. But no blatant OP weapon slash loadout type. Now, there's always going to be better loadout types, for different players. So I like the assault one. I know you can make your own custom ones. So yeah, you can put different mysticals in there, different like gear, like bombs, smoke bombs, health packs, whatever you want. You can do that. But even with people who even have what they say are like really good loadouts or custom loadouts, they don't really like make it overpowered. There's not like one particular gun, one particular power up, or one particular gear that is so overpowered that everyone uses it. If you're good with a sniper, you'll be good at the game. If you're good with an AK-47, you'll be good at the game. There's not really, I think, that one gun. Maybe when the full game comes out and people have more time with it, I'm not too sure. But at least from now, what I see, really, it's all down to skill, and that's awesome. That's what you want in a shooter. You want it down to skill and not just the loadout you pick. Um, but yeah, that's just my opinion anyway. And that's kind of piggybacking off that. I put, you feel like when you die, it's your fault and not being cheated by the game. Now, if you don't know what that means, a lot of the time you feel online maybe, I don't know, you feel a bit cheated, like a bit cheesed. Sometimes you feel like there is literally nothing I could do to have counteracted that. I couldn't have, I don't know, defended it better in, FIFA or whatever. I couldn't have got to that ball. There's some different tactics. You know what I'm saying? In this, it felt like when I died, I deserved to. I either tried to go for a hit when I should have shot. I stayed upright instead of rolling. I tried to swing when I didn't check my environment. I really did feel like every time I died in the game, which obviously I'm not that great at, Uncharted, so it happened a lot. But I got a lot of matches where I was at the top of the leaderboard, and I, got a few less deaths than I would in usual matches because I don't know, I just felt like I was less cheesed, less, just less cheated out of like a score or whatever. But yeah, that's my opinion anyway, guys. The next one, the destructible environment is awesome to me. So what you can do is you can like get a rocket launcher, specifically in the assault. As you can see there, it's about $700. Every time you buy something, it goes up in price, but $700 one off. Now, if I shoot that at a car in Madagascar, or even in using Madagascar again, the big statue. If I shoot it at a car and someone's behind that car, it will actually explode the car. It won't just hit the car and bounce off. It actually explodes the car, and when the car explodes, it actually does more, explosion damage as well. So if someone's behind that, they will actually end up getting, hit and downed. So that's really cool as well, in my opinion. Um, and yeah, I've seen. I mean, I haven't done it personally, but I've even seen somebody blow like a piece of like a statue off, and it's gone and hit someone. So that's really interesting, in my opinion. I don't think I'm going to be ever be able to do that, but I think it's really cool that it's the environment's used, but it's actually used. It actually makes a difference being destructible, so that's cool. The map layouts are all different, and learning the map is crucial, especially in a tight game. So, there's 3 maps at the moment. I don't know how many there's going to be in the main game, but every single one's different. This is a very tight map, the jungle or the island. I think it's actually called the island. But this is a very tight map, and it's like a little, I don't know, a little round circle. So you always kind of have to move. On this map, you absolutely have to move because if you don't move, particularly on this one, you'll literally have 5 people come behind you and shoot you and, just own you. So you have to keep moving and try and, follow your teammates. If you don't follow your teammates, you're going to be just destroyed. It's going to be difficult for you. And if you literally try and, because there is like a position, I guess, sort of near where I am now, up a bit, there's like a sniper position. But even then, like if you just stay in there, people are always moving on this map because it's so small that you're gonna pay for staying in one position. Madagascar, has a lot of different entrances and little hidey holes, and there's a few like side entrances to things where you can slide down. Instead of sliding down, you can run down, and there's a little bit of a hidey hole I found there, and that's definitely helped me out. I got about 4 or 5 downs once just by literally knowing that hidey hole was there and people didn't know it was there, so that gave me an advantage. And also with that, as you can see me pick one up here, the treasure, I think there's around about 5 or 5 or 6 on every single map. Um, but for me, it's a case of, as I get absolutely took out here, get him down as well. Sorry. Yeah, every time I take, there's about 5 or 6, but it increases my money every single time. So that helps me level up. That helps me create new custom loadouts. So that's awesome. And yeah, in a tight match, if you can afford a brute or you can afford a mystical or upgrade your gear, it's going to really be, you know, crucial for you. If you know if you can afford that. So knowing your map is very crucial as well. And the final one is obviously the rooftops match. Played a lot of that. There is definitely positions on there I feel could possibly be exploited. It's a lot more open. It's kind of I'd say more like a maze. You know what I mean? For me, it was like a maze. You had to learn it. I'm still kind of learning it as well. I know where all the treasures are, but there's a lot of places. It's very open, and it's a very difficult map for me anyway to master. Number 7 kind of went into it just a minute ago, but and that is collecting the treasures is so important. Not only because it boosts your score, so if you're big into, I mean, I don't really care if I finish top as long as our team wins. But a lot of people like their score, so that's cool. But also the most crucial thing, sorry, is the dollars that you get from it. The more dollars you get from it, the quicker you level up, and we all like to level up, so that's very crucial. Even slightly, I guess it's not really important, it's not crucial, but I like it, is you can actually gain relics from collecting from downed enemies. You can get relics from, also from treasure you can get relics from. So that really you know is cool, because then you can open vanity chests and all that sort of stuff. So that's awesome in my opinion. But yeah, the final thing was, I really like the close combat. You know what I mean? So when I'm against someone, I can have my lasso ready to one punch them, but they could quickly roll out the way and maybe have a shotgun and two shot me, one shot me, or whatever. Um, you know, when you're close together, there is so much stuff that could happen. I could one hit him. I could three hit him if I'm lucky. He can, just drop a bomb and destroy me. So I love that close combat, whatever. I really do like that. For me, it's a really big, awesome part of the game, and how the matches can literally just switch like that. You can be in a lead by like 10, 15 kills or KOs or whatever ahead, and it just takes that one bit of luck, that one roll, that one lucky punch or whatever, and gain the momentum, and I really do like that. For me, I'm gonna be honest here, guys. The beta, I'm gonna review it. I'm actually gonna give it a score. Now, I'm not gonna say whether you should try it because it's free for people on the PlayStation Plus. It's free for every PS4 owner, so obviously you should try it for yourself. It's not that bad that you shouldn't try it. For me, I know this is going to sound, very, I don't know, fanboy or whatever, but for me, it gets a perfect 10 out of 10. I never felt cheated in the game. I get into matches very quick. I have a ton of fun. Now, I'm not big into my shooters, my online shooters. I didn't really like Gears of War Ultimate Edition. I didn't really like Call of Duty. I didn't really like Destiny. I'm not big into shooters online. Really, I only play FIFA online. I'm very much a single player gamer. But for me, this game absolutely blew me away. I literally cannot stop playing it. Last night I put about 7 hours in. Tonight, I don't know. Like, I've already put about 4 or 5 hours in already today. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how that long I'm going to put in. And then tomorrow, I don't know how many more hours I'm going to put into this game. So that's really exciting. For me, obviously, like I said, there are problems with the game, but they're so minuscule to me that I can't even really knock off points for them. They literally mean they have not. They didn't dampen my enjoyment because I actually had to go get something to eat at the 5 o'clock. Do you know what I mean? I got into about 2 matches and I just thought I'll leave it an hour later. Everything's working, and then the variety of maps is not. Oh my god, I cannot play the game. I didn't have. It's not like I lost enjoyment not being able to swap the maps. It was just something. It would have been cool, and whatever. But yeah, guys, do you agree with me? Does it get perfect scores from you as well? Was there anything you disliked? Is there anything you absolutely hated? For me, if the game, if the single player can live up to my expectations, then as I expect, this game probably will be a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. The multiplayer for me is the best multiplayer I've played this generation, and yeah, that's going to be awesome to see. Can the single player live up to the quality of the online? Because obviously they're two different teams at Naughty Dog. But I'm rambling now, guys. I'm so excited. I'm going to get back on. If you see this video before Sunday, the cut-off time, make sure you download it. Because if you download it, you get at least 1 day if you haven't played it. I know literally everyone probably who has access to a PS4 has probably downloaded it. But yeah, I'm going to catch you guys later. If you don't mind, leave a like on the video. Helps me out a lot. Comment, let me know your opinion, and subscribe if you haven't. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in a new video very soon.